But there is an interesting fertile tension here between the moral and the metaphysical attributes of God, or put differently, the divine immanence and the divine transcendence. And it is a fundamental Quranic postulate, and much of the dynamic of the Quran's argument is due to this tension between the God as categorically unknowable and the God as absolutely susceptible of perception. And it's this tension that best serves us, I think, as a framework with which to tackle some of the very early controversies in Islamic theology, some of which have persisted to this day. We might say, for instance, that a controversy that some of us wrestled with yesterday in the class regarding the paradox of free will and divine omnipotence can be understood in terms of this Quranic insistence on these two dimensions of God. Namely that God has metaphysical attributes, one of which is that he is the omnipotent, does everything, knows everything. Nothing is outside his realm of control or knowledge, because if it were, he would be less than God, he would have imperfections. On the other hand, he is just. This is one of his moral attributes, and he has to justly act when he rewards us or punishes us in this world or the next for our actions. So this is one of the early controversies. In fact, you can say it's the earliest properly theological controversy in Islamic history. And I don't want to get into too many of the details, because I think it's fair to say that, at least in the context of the theology, no less than in Christian and Jewish theology, it was never resolved to everybody's satisfaction.